his number got called, he made the play. I think he had 3 catches, 2 touchdowns. I mean, doesn't get much better. He was, I don't know, was that 66%? So
yeah,
it sounds pretty good to me.
Notre Dame has so many rivalries. Did you know coming in here that Michigan was a big one?
I did. I knew that Michigan State, USC, and Stanford, those were the 4 big rivalries. Yeah, there's a lot of them, but those were the 4 that I'd always kind of knew about through my father.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What has he told you? What did he?
He just talked about just the rivalries in general, just how heated it is, the atmosphere, the emotions that, fly through your head when you're playing them, and how to prepare and not get soaked into the atmosphere.
Did he have any Michigan stories that you know about, or?
Nah, he just talked about the Miami fight in the tunnel a lot.
Yeah.
That was the primary story he talked about.
Yeah.
TJ, you mentioned that.
You didn't even mention Miami as a rival. Sorry, go ahead.
You mentioned that the team plays a lot better on the road. Well, why do you think that is?
I think when you go on the road, you go in as the underdog. And when you're the underdog, it's almost in a sense like you have nothing to lose. If you win, then, the underdog came through, you won, you're great. If you lose, they expect you to lose. So we're out there just playing our best ball and having fun.
And this year, when you can arguably be labeled as the guy, do you take a different mindset into that?
I take a different mindset as far as leadership goes. Just leading the receivers, making the big plays when they're needed, and not trying to get soaked up into just being the guy. Because I know we have great playmakers across the board who can make plays, and that, every week if I'm not the headliner, it's not something that I need to get down about.
In past years, there'd be questions about who the quarterback is, there'd be different quarterbacks playing. Is it different for you now that it looks like Tommy will be the guy this year?
I don't think it's that much different. Just as far as, through practice, we do a great job of rotating the quarterbacks so that in any case, whether it's 2 quarterbacks battling or one suddenly getting injured, your timing with each of them isn't really off. And there's enough chemistry between the two, between the receiver and the quarterbacks, that you don't really skip a beat when, one's in.
Some of the younger guys got in, Will Fuller, Corey Robinson, obviously. What did you think about their play and the comfortability being out there?
I think they had some jitters, which is, I guess, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is.
Expected?
Expected, yeah. Which is expected for, your first game as a freshman. But they played fast. I don't think they had any mental error as far as the routes to run or run blocks. So they played well, and they just have to get more comfortable with being in front of a crowd.